Welcome back, all my fellow warriors. It's a Weetastic Warrior here, coming to you with another video. Today's video is on reinvent yourself. If you are finding yourself at like a crossroads in your life, don't know where to go, maybe this video is going to help. So please do not move off, close it out, like and subscribe. You can do that, but stay tuned. Reinvent yourself. I believe every single day of our lives, we're given the opportunity to reinvent ourselves. We can either move forward to our goals or we can move further away from them. For 10 years, for the past 10 years, I'll admit I've been going like this with my whole life because I'm an alcoholic. I have this, I guess, disease that when I drink, crazy things happen. They wouldn't happen every day, but it might not even happen every year. It might not even happen every 3 years. But that one time when it does happen, it would crush me down. So now I think going into my 30s in a couple weeks, I'm pretty excited because I really truly believe now we going forward. Because I know alcohol wasn't the problem. I was honestly the problem, but that thing right there, that definitely don't help you when you got a problem. Now, reinvent yourself. When I say go forward, think of make a list, maybe 10 things. 10 things right now in your life that are sabotaging your life. That are, when I say sabotaging, that are making you sad. They don't have to be financial. Something that's not making you happy. That could be something that's sabotaging you. Something financial. Are you spending all your money on weed? Are you spending all your money on alcohol? Are you spending all your money on cigarettes? Are you spending all your money gambling? Or health? Are you sabotaging yourself? Are you sabotaging your health? Because that is like the most important thing. You got to realize the most important person in your life is you. All right. Without that, a healthy person can't help nobody else. An unhealthy person can't help nobody else. I'm sorry. So the most important person in your life is truly you. Now, you have to be selfish at certain points, and that's where reinventing yourself comes into. I don't say focus on one thing trying to be. I say focus on 10 things. Why focus on one thing? If you focus on one thing, say, man, I'm going to be a police officer, okay? And don't put no crazy comments down here because I use police officer, because you could use firefighter, you can use football player, you could use military, you could use anything. Dude, I know so many different stories of people that thought they were going to be one thing, even including myself, and then that thing doesn't happen, and you're like, what do I do? So why not focus on 10 things? My wife always tells me, you're doing so much. You're always trying to do something. Why don't you focus on one thing? Because I'm like, man, I'm afraid, what if one thing doesn't work? So I focus on 10 different things. I do my yoga. I do meditation. I research marijuana. I spread nothing but love on marijuana. I engage in the use of marijuana. I coach kids. I uh, I help out other veterans with depression and try to spread suicide awareness. I learned I started biking. I've been working on that. I'm actually, the other day I was in the gym, and here's another example of why I think reinvent yourself is always key. Because the other day I was in the gym, this old man came up to me, and I was working out in the gym. I always have my headphones on. I really try not to talk, and I don't say that because I feel like I'm better than anybody else, is because I feel like when you start talking in the gym, you could get in that where you don't stop, because conversations start. So I just put my headphones in. But this old man came up to me and said, "Hey, son," he said, how many competitions have you been in? Meaning like bodybuilding competitions. I told him none. He said, "That's a shame," and just walked off. And I thought to myself, you know what? That is a shame. Why haven't I tried that? I like working out. I've loved working out since I've been 13 years old. Why haven't I tried that? Maybe because I'm afraid of failure. Maybe I haven't tried so many different things in my life because I've been afraid of failure. Does that resonate with you? If it doesn't, keep on going. But if it does, keep on watching. Now, I say reinvent yourself every single morning. The only moment, before I go to the morning thing, the only moment that actually matters is the present moment. That present moment, man, it's so it's so important. I believe truly depression is when we're looking at the past. Anxiety is when we're thinking about the future. But when we're saying in that present moment, there's so much beauty in that present moment when we're just being, not trying to be something. I've realized that myself. Somebody asked me, "Who the heck are you?" I don't even know, because honestly, everything that I am is something that somebody else has told me I am. So why not reinvent myself and figure out what I am? People told me when I was a kid, when I was 6, 7 years old, I couldn't be a pirate. I dressed up, I think, like 2, 3 Halloweens as a pirate. And then when I was 19, 20 years old, I enlisted in the Navy. Hey, that's close enough to a pirate as me. Now, figure out what you want. Figure out how you're going to get it. So I say tonight or whatever, in the morning, or even right now, think of 10 different things you want to be. They could be, I want to be a football player. Kurt Warner, look at Kurt Warner's story. So don't think you can't be a football player. I want to be the president. Could be that. What frustrates me the most is, and I am guilty of this myself, and I like to snap out of it. So hopefully this resonates with you to snap out of it, is that we can always find a problem. There always will be a problem. You can look at our president, you can look at our government, you can look at the military, you look at the education system, you can look at the homeless system, you can look at the Meals on Wheels, you can look at every single thing in America and find a problem. What about finding solutions? What about not being afraid of failure? Maybe you don't run for president because you're afraid to fail. Maybe you don't try to figure out the solution in your community because you're afraid to fail. Maybe the reason that we have so much chaos in the streets is because all of us want to get angry at the problem and not find a solution. Maybe reinvent yourself as becoming part of that solution. Move forward, not back. Lift other people up. Life is not a competition. The one thing I used to despise about the military, and I'll be honest, is evals. They were always pinning me up against my peers. Sometimes I would leave information out from my peer so I could be the first on with knowledge. But why would that benefit anybody except me for my own advancement? But when we were out in the sea, if my peer, the person that I am trusting with my life, doesn't know the same knowledge as me, what does that help if I go down and they need to keep the ship going? It was just, I was starting to realize there's so many different things in life that we can help each other out. Yes, there's problems in our community, but I feel like a lot of our problems is that we do not want to look at what we can do to help. And I feel like one of those things is reinventing ourselves. Because a healthy person can help others. A sick person can't help nobody, even themselves. And when I mean sick, you could be sick mentally, you could be sick physically, you can be sick spiritually, but you can be healthy and happy. You don't have to always have to be high, happy, and healthy, but you can be happy and healthy. And honestly, the way to do it is not just by reinventing yourself, but getting out of your own way. Realizing that maybe you don't have all the answers. Maybe somebody can help. Maybe you just need to ask for help. I found that going to the Veterans Hospital as a veteran was one of the most helpful things I could do, and I found with Alcoholics Anonymous, although I'm not there anymore, I'm still not drinking, but I don't go there anymore, is that every single thing in your life, when you go to or contribute in or be a part of, you can take what you want and F the rest. And that's what I'm saying with my video. Take what you want and F the rest. Whatever is going to provide quality to your life is what's the most important. All I am is pretty much a combination of all the people that I've interacted with in my life. And that's what the most beautiful thing about life is that now somebody watching this video can take some other things that resonate with them that are quality and pass that on to somebody else. Before I shot this video, I was wishing one of my mentors happy birthday, and something that resonated with me and made it, like, it literally brought tears to my eyes. Tears were flowing was when I was writing it, I can remember something that he taught me was that growing up, I never knew who my father was. I knew my stepdad, Chris, but I never knew who my biological father was. So going into the military, I didn't have a recollection of what the like true role model of a black man was. So I found a mentor, and he showed me that. And one thing that he always taught me was that like if being black or being brown or not being the so-called what like I don't even know what like if you feel that you're at a disadvantage in life, you're there for a reason. So just try harder. Maybe your struggle will help somebody's success. And that's why I try to share this on YouTube. This is why I share my story. I'm not ever going to hide it. You know, I want to share the struggle because when you share the struggle, everybody else is going to want to join in the success because it will be success. All right, so please like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter at Weetastic Warrior. If you want to find out a yoga channel, check out Sean Veig at Sean Veig Fitness. If you want to find somebody to get into, learn about Buddhism, any type of spirituality, any type of practice, or just inner knowledge, or just a great person to follow on YouTube, other than myself, Koi Fresco. You can find him. Another person I like to listen to is Infinite Waters. You know him, my brother on there. Peace, Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Like I love it. Life's not a competition. Bring people up, man, because there's no strength in putting people down. The strong man brings somebody up. Let's start doing that. If any of this resonated with you, please comment below. If not, please be positive. Love, peace, and hair grease. Love y'all. Do amazing things. Don't give up on yourself. The first step in reinvent yourself is believing in yourself. And remember, every single day when you wake up, you're given the opportunity to move forward or move backwards. The option is yours.